Good day everyone, we are the Group 2, which consists of 6 members, and we are going to share to you about Polya's 4 steps in problem solving. In 1945, George Polya published the book How to Solve It, which quickly became his most prized publication. It sold over 1 million copies and has been translated into 17 languages. In this book, he identifies 4 basic principles of problem solving. Polya's first principle is understand the problem. This seems so obvious that it is often not even mentioned, yet students are often stymied in their efforts to solve problems simply because they don't understand it fully or even in part. Polya taught teachers to ask students questions such as, do you understand all the words used in stating the problem? What are you asked to find or show? Can you restate the problem in your own words? Can you think of a picture or diagram that might help you understand the problem? And lastly, is there enough information to enable you to find a solution? For the second principle, it is devise a plan. Polya mentions that there are many reasonable ways to solve problems. The skill at choosing an appropriate strategy is best learned by solving many problems. You will find choosing a strategy increasingly easy. A partial list of strategies are included. Guess and check, make an orderly list, eliminate possibilities, use symmetry, consider special cases, use direct reasoning, solve an equation, look for a pattern, draw a picture, solve a simpler problem, use a model, work backwards, use a formula, and be ingenious. Third principle is carry out the plan. This step is usually easier than devising the plan. In general, all you need is care and patience. Given that you have the necessary skills, persist with the plan that you have chosen. If it continues not to work, discard it and choose another. Don't be misled. This is how mathematics is done, even by professionals. Fourth step is look back. Polya mentions that much can be gained by taking the time to reflect and look back at what you have done, what worked and what didn't. Doing this will enable you to predict what strategy to use to solve future problems.
Now, let's try to solve a problem using Polya's 4 steps in problem solving. At a carnival, there are 50 balloons available for a game. Each balloon is either red, blue, or green. The number of red balloons is 10 more than the number of blue balloons. And the number of green balloons is 5 less than the number of blue balloons. How many balloons of each color are there?
Using Polya steps, first we have to understand the problem. We are given that there are 50 balloons in total. The balloons have 3 different colors, red, blue, and green. The number of red balloons is 10 more than the number of blue balloons. The number of green balloons is 5 less than the number of blue balloons. We need to find out how many balloons of each color are there.
Second step is devise a plan. Let's assign variables to represent the number of balloons of each color. Let R represent the number of red balloons. Let B represent the number of blue balloons. Let J represent the number of green balloons. We know that the total number of balloons is 50. So we have the equation R plus B plus J equals 50. We also know that the number of red balloons is 10 more than the number of blue balloons. So we have the equation R equals B plus 10. Similarly, the number of green balloons is 5 less than the number of blue balloons. So we have the equation J equals B minus 5. We now have a system of 3 equations with 3 variables, which we can solve to find the values of R, B, and G.
Third step is carry out the plan. We can solve the system of equations. R plus B plus D equals 50. R equals B plus 10. D equals B minus 5. Substituting the expressions for R and D from the second and third equations into the first equations, we get open parenthesis B plus 10 close parenthesis plus B plus open parenthesis B minus 5 close parenthesis equals 50. 3B plus 5 equals 50. 3B equals 45. B equals 15. Now that we have found the value of B, we can find R and G using the equations we revived earlier. R equals 15 plus 10 equals 25. G equals 15 minus 5 equals 10.
For the last stage, we have to look back, double check our answer, and make sure it is reasonable. We found that there are 25 red balloons, 15 blue balloons, and 10 green balloons, which sum up to 50 as is expected. The problem is solved, and we can be confident in our solution. Thank you.